If you're over 60 and still following the same hygiene habits you had in your 40s, it's time to upgrade, not because you're doing something wrong, but because your body, skin, and immune system are now playing by different rules. And here's the truth that most women aren't told: smart hygiene in your 60s can help prevent silent infections, support your skin's natural defenses, and reduce inflammation in ways that impact your entire health, from your energy levels to how your clothes feel on your body. This isn't about being overly cautious or obsessed with cleanliness, it's about being strategic. Because the small choices you make in the bathroom, the bedroom, and even in front of your mirror can either protect your vitality or slowly chip away at it. In this video, we're revealing 7 hygiene habits every woman over 60 must follow, including one most people never think about. But it prevents infections you can't see, and it may be quietly affecting your energy, your skin, and your immune system. What you'll learn here is not about buying more products. It's about using the right ones at the right time in ways that truly respect your age, your hormones, and your health. You're going to walk away from this video with real clarity and more confidence in the daily habits that support you from the inside out. Let me know and I'll start writing. If you grew up hearing that a good bath needs to be full of bubbles, you're not alone. But here's what most women don't realize: after 60, your skin is no longer producing the same oils, collagen, or protective barrier it once did. That means the way you bathe has a direct effect not just on dryness or irritation, but on your body's ability to resist infections, inflammation, and micro tears. Here's the truth backed by research from Harvard and Mayo Clinic. The more you strip your skin of its natural oils, especially with hot water and heavy lather soaps, the more vulnerable it becomes. And for women post-menopause, that barrier function is already naturally declining due to lower estrogen. So, the new bathing rule is simple but powerful: less foam, more protection. That doesn't mean bathing less, it means bathing smarter. 1. Use pH balanced. Non-foaming cleansers, traditional soaps, are often alkaline and can disrupt the skin's acid mantle, which is essential for protecting against bacteria and moisture loss. Look for fragrance-free, creamy cleansers that match the skin's natural pH around 5.5. Your skin should feel supple, not squeaky after cleansing, and avoid antibacterial soaps unless prescribed. They may sound safer, but they often destroy beneficial bacteria, upsetting your skin microbiome, and that weakens your immune defense. 2. Watch your water temperature. Hot showers might feel amazing, but they dilate capillaries, strip oils, and dry out the skin, especially on the legs, arms, and chest. Try lukewarm water instead, and keep your showers short. 5 to 7 minutes is ideal. Bonus tip: apply your moisturizer immediately after stepping out, when the skin is still slightly damp. That's when absorption is most effective. 3. Don't overwash areas that don't need it unless you've been sweating heavily or exposed to irritants. Your whole body doesn't need to be scrubbed every day. Focus daily cleansing on high friction or high moisture zones, underarms, groin, feet, and folds of skin. Overwashing the back, arms, or legs can do more harm than good. 4. Make moisturizer part of your hygiene, not just beauty. Here's something often overlooked: moisturizing is hygiene. When your skin barrier is intact, it prevents entry points for bacteria, allergens, and irritants. Look for products containing ceramides, glycerin, and hyaluronic acid. Avoid anything with strong fragrance or alcohol. It's not worth the scent if it's damaging your skin's ecosystem. 5. Respect your skin's microbiome. Just like your gut, your skin is a microbiome, a colony of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that protect you. When you scrub too hard or use harsh cleansers, you disrupt that balance. That can lead to inflammation, itching, or even recurring skin infections. Here's what dermatologists now recommend for postmenopausal skin: gentle exfoliation no more than once a week. Avoid loofahs or rough cloths. Use hands or soft sponges. Pat dry instead of rubbing after showers. You're not being delicate, you're being smart. Have you ever imagined starting each day with more energy, health, and confidence? My special calendar, 365 Days of Health, Beauty, and Wisdom, has been carefully created with practical tips and daily inspirations that will transform your routine and renew your vitality after 50. Don't wait any longer to live your best days. Click the link pinned in the first comment to get your calendar now. Most women think of hygiene as something that starts and ends in the bathroom. But one of the biggest influences on your body's health: what you wear after you step out of the shower. Your clothing, especially the fabrics closest to your skin, either supports your hygiene or slowly disrupts it. Here's why: after 60, our skin becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive to friction, moisture, and heat. Combine that with changes in hormone levels that affect how much we sweat or lubricate, and your wardrobe starts to matter a lot more than it used to. 1. Underwear. Breathable beats beautiful synthetic lace, satin, and compression-style underwear might look nice, but they often trap heat and moisture, creating the perfect environment for yeast and bacteria to grow. Choose natural fibers like organic cotton or bamboo, which allow air to circulate and moisture to evaporate. Bonus, they're softer on thinning skin and reduce irritation in delicate areas. Also, think about fit. Tight elastic around the legs or waist can cause friction, restrict airflow, and increase the risk of rashes or folliculitis, inflamed hair follicles. 2. Sleepwear. Let your skin breathe at night. Night is when your body restores itself, including your skin. But if you're wearing heavy pajamas or thick fabrics that don't breathe, you're disrupting that process. Here's a powerful switch: sleep in loose, breathable fabrics, or consider sleeping without underwear. According to a study published by the Cleveland Clinic, this reduces the risk of vaginal and urinary tract infections, especially in women who are prone to them. Also, avoid synthetic bed sheets. Cotton, linen, or bamboo bedding helps regulate temperature and prevents overheating, which contributes to sweat and bacterial overgrowth. 3. Pants and shapewear. Know when to let go. Shapewear and tight jeans have their place, but wearing them for long periods, especially in hot or humid weather, can lead to problems you won't notice until it's too late. Doctors from Johns Hopkins have seen a rise in recurrent utis and skin irritations in women who frequently wear non-breathable pants or shapewear without breaks. These garments trap moisture, reduce blood flow, and increase friction, especially in the vulva and inner thighs. Wear them occasionally, but not daily, and never sleep in them. 4. Laundry matters more than you think. Clean clothes aren't just about smell, they're about microbial load. And many women don't realize that lingerie, pajamas, and leggings can retain bacteria even after washing, especially if washed in cold water or with gentle cycles. Here's how to level up your laundry. Wash underwear and towels in hot water. When possible, avoid fabric softeners and intimate clothing, they leave residues. Dry completely. Damp fabric fosters bacteria. Replace underwear every 6 to 12 months, especially if you've had recurring infections. 5. Pay attention to scent, heat, and moisture. Your body gives you signs. If clothing starts to feel tight, itchy, damp, or smells off even shortly after bathing, don't ignore it. That's your skin telling you something's off. Often, it's the fabric or fit, not your hygiene. Choosing clothes that work with your body, not against it, is one of the most underrated hygiene moves you can make. It's not about being restrictive. It's about giving your skin what it needs to thrive: air, space, and softness. That's what modern hygiene looks like for a woman who honors her body. We're going far beyond fresh breath and clean teeth. This is about your heart, brain, and immune health. Most people still think of brushing and flossing as a beauty ritual, but after 60, oral hygiene takes on a very different role. It becomes one of the most powerful tools you have to reduce systemic inflammation. Here's what the science shows. According to Harvard Medical School and Johns Hopkins, poor oral hygiene is linked to heart disease, cognitive decline, and type 2 diabetes. Why? Because when your gums are inflamed even slightly, they allow bacteria to enter your bloodstream. And once there, that bacteria can quietly fuel chronic inflammation throughout your entire body. So this isn't about cavities or even dentures. This is about protecting your heart, your memory, your joints, and your immune system by treating your mouth as part of your whole body health. 1. Understand how your mouth changes after menopause. Estrogen helps maintain saliva production, and saliva is essential for neutralizing bacteria, protecting tooth enamel, and keeping gums healthy. After menopause, many women experience dry mouth, which increases the risk of gum disease, oral thrush, and bad breath even if they're brushing regularly. So what can you do? Stay hydrated, especially in the morning and evening. Use alcohol-free mouthwashes to avoid drying the tissues. Further, talk to your dentist about saliva-boosting rinses if dryness is persistent. 2. Protect your brain by protecting your gums. A major study published by the National Institute on Aging found that the bacteria involved in gum disease, Porphyromonas gingivalis, has been found in the brains of people with Alzheimer's. The takeaway: gum care is brain care. Flossing isn't optional after 60, it's essential. Use soft floss or water flossers daily. And if flossing is difficult due to dexterity issues, ask your dentist about interdental brushes. They're often easier to grip and just as effective. 3. Clean your tongue daily. Your tongue harbors more bacteria than your teeth or gums. Left alone, that bacteria contributes to halitosis, inflammation, and an imbalance in oral flora. Use a tongue scraper or a soft toothbrush to gently clean your tongue every morning. It takes 10 seconds and has major impact. Bonus, it enhances your sense of taste, which often declines with age, not because your taste buds are dying, but because they're coated in residue. 4. Don't skip nighttime care. You may feel tired at night, but sleep is when oral bacteria can do the most damage, especially if the mouth is dry. Saliva production slows while you sleep, which gives bacteria free rein. Always brush before bed and use a fluoride toothpaste that supports enamel. Consider a small glass of water at your bedside. Dry mouth can wake you up or worsen inflammation. Have you ever imagined starting each day with more energy, health, and confidence? My special calendar, 365 Days of Health, Beauty, and Wisdom, has been carefully created with practical tips and daily inspirations that will transform your routine and renew your vitality after 50. Don't wait any longer to live your best days. Click the link pinned in the first comment to get your calendar now. You brush your teeth every day. Now, you know it's doing more than keeping your smile fresh, it's keeping your body strong. You might think you already know the importance of hand hygiene, but here's what most women don't realize. It's not just about washing your hands after the bathroom or before eating. It's about being aware of when you're touching your skin, your face, your eyes, and your intimate areas often without realizing it. This is the invisible hygiene habit, and after 60, it becomes crucial. Why? Because the skin is thinner, the immune response is slower, and micro-injuries heal more slowly. That makes you more vulnerable to bacteria that you can't see, and more dependent on tiny habits that quietly protect you. Let's break it down. 1. Clean hands before touching your face or applying skincare. You wouldn't dip dirty fingers into a fresh jar of cream. But how often do you apply moisturizer, sunscreen, or makeup without washing your hands first? Even small traces of bacteria or oil from your phone, purse handle, or grocery cart can transfer into your pores, causing breakouts, rashes, or infections, especially around the eyes and lips, where the skin is thinnest. What to do? Keep a gentle, moisturizing hand sanitizer nearby unscented, alcohol-based with glycerin. Wash hands before any skincare or eye drop application. Avoid touching your face during the day unless hands are clean too. Be conscious of eye, mouth, and nose contact. We touch our faces up to 20 times an hour without thinking, according to behavioral studies from UCLA. But when estrogen drops, mucous membranes like your eyes, nose, and mouth become more fragile and more permeable. Translation: bacteria that once bounced off now find easier entry points. If you rub your eyes, scratch your nose, or adjust dentures without clean hands, you're increasing your risk of viral and bacterial infections, including pink eye, sinus infections, cold sores, and even respiratory issues. This is especially important in public spaces, stores, airports, waiting rooms, even gyms. 3. Before food prep, it's not just about the kitchen. You likely wash your hands before cooking dinner. But what about after scrolling your phone, then slicing fruit, or petting your dog, then grabbing a snack? The CDC reports that up to 1 in 6 foodborne illnesses in older adults come from small hygiene slips, like handling raw foods without washing up properly, or forgetting to clean surfaces between ingredients. And yes, women over 60 are more susceptible to complications from these infections due to age-related immune shifts. Simple fixes: wash hands before and after handling any food, especially fruits, eggs, poultry, and leafy greens. Clean your phone regularly with alcohol wipes. Keep your kitchen towels fresh. They carry more bacteria than you think. For medications, supplements, and personal care routines, many women touch their mouth or face to take pills, apply lip balm, clean their ears, insert eye drops, or manage hearing aids, often without a second thought. But if your hands aren't clean, you're transferring invisible bacteria right into high-risk zones. Over time, this can lead to recurrent sinus infections, inner ear irritation, lip sores, or skin inflammation. The fix isn't hard, it's just mindful. Wash or sanitize before any personal health care moment, even quick ones. You don't need to become obsessive. You just need to become aware. This is modern hygiene, not paranoia, but precision. Word count: 906. Character count with spaces: 5. For $199, you can have the best hygiene habits in the world, but if the items you're using daily are full of hidden bacteria, you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Because here's the truth: anything that stays damp, warm, and in contact with your skin becomes a breeding ground for microorganisms, especially when it's reused multiple times. We're talking about your towels, sponges, washcloths, loofahs, and even your makeup brushes. And after 60, when your skin barrier is more fragile and inflammation is slower to resolve, these invisible invaders can cause irritation, clogged pores, breakouts, or even infections that look like just a rash. Let's break it down item by item. 1. Towels. When clean doesn't mean clean. Most women reuse their bath towels for days, some for a week or more. But even when it feels dry, a towel holds on skin cells, moisture, and bacteria from your last use, and unless it's fully dry between uses, that bacteria multiplies. Dermatologists at the Mayo Clinic recommend wash bath towels every 3 uses. Every 2 if you have sensitive skin or live in a humid climate. Let them dry fully between uses, spread out, not bunched up. Use separate towels for face, body, and intimate dry, and avoid fabric softeners. They leave residue that traps bacteria. And yes, if you're dealing with any recurrent skin or intimate irritation, start by switching to fresh towels more often. The results can be surprising. 2. Loofahs and bath sponges. A hidden health risk: loofahs may feel good on the skin, but they trap dead skin cells and moisture inside their fibers, creating the perfect petri dish for bacteria and mold. A study by the Journal of Clinical Microbiology found that loofahs and synthetic bath POF skin harbor pathogens like staph, pseudomonas, and even E. coli. Better options: use your hands or a soft washcloth. Change daily if you love loofahs. Replace them weekly or sanitize them regularly. Never leave them hanging in the shower. Dry them outside completely. 3. Washcloths and facial cloths. If you use a cloth to remove makeup or apply hot compresses, ask yourself, when did I last wash this? If it's more than 2 days ago, it's not helping you, it's working against you. Facial cloths should be rinsed thoroughly and dried flat after each use. Wash in hot water at least every other day. Never shared with others, even family. And remember, older skin is more reactive. What used to be a mild redness at 40 can become a full breakout at 65. Microbes matter. 4. Makeup brushes and applicators. They're not just touching your skin, they're touching your skincare, your sweat, your oils, and sometimes even your eyes and lips. Wash brushes can cause clogged pores, redness, or allergic reactions, bacterial conjunctivitis, eye infections. Best practice: wash brushes weekly with a gentle cleanser or shampoo. Let them dry completely before storing. Replace sponge applicators every 1 to 2 months. And if you've had a skin infection or eye issue, wash everything before reuse or start fresh. 5. Final tip: don't let routine become risk. Many women say, I've done it this way for years, and I've never had a problem. But here's the catch: your skin, immunity, and microbiome are not the same as they were 10 years ago. What once worked might now be slowly undermining your health. Modern hygiene isn't about fear, it's about refinement. Small upgrades, smarter routines. Let's talk about something rarely discussed with honesty: intimate hygiene after 60. Not in the way the internet talks about it. Not with gimmicky washes or scented pads. But with science, clarity, and care. Because the truth is, the vulva and vaginal area go through profound changes after menopause, and what used to feel normal might now feel dry, itchy, or more sensitive. But that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It means your body is evolving and your hygiene routine needs to evolve with it. Let's get one thing clear from the start: the vagina cleans itself. You do not need internal washes, douches, or perfume products. In fact, those are among the top causes of irritation, pH imbalance, and infection. Here's what really matters now. 1. Clean only the outer vulva gently. You don't need anything more than warm water. And, if needed, a fragrance-free, pH balanced cleanser. Use your hands, not washcloths, loofahs, or sponges, and avoid scrubbing. The vulvar skin is now thinner, with less natural lubrication. Harsh cleansing removes protective oils and disrupts the balance of lactobacilli, the healthy bacteria that protect against yeast and UTIs. Dermatologists at UCLA recommend rinsing the vulva once a day or twice during hot weather, or after sweating, skipping soap entirely if there's no odor, or discharge, patting dry gently with a clean, soft towel to moisturize the skin, not the canal. If you're experiencing external dryness, redness, or cracking, you're not alone. Nearly 50% of postmenopausal women report vulvar discomfort, but very few talk about it. There are excellent, safe products made for external use. Only look for fragrance-free vulvar moisturizers, not vaginal gels, products with hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, or coconut-derived oils, prescription estrogen creams. If needed, talk to your gynecologist. Avoid anything labeled feminine, fresh, intimate fragrance, or cooling relief. These are usually marketing traps. 3. Know what materials are touching you. We covered underwear earlier, but here's an extra layer. Skip panel liners and synthetic pads unless absolutely necessary. Even the breathable ones can trap moisture and raise your risk of irritation or infection. If you're managing light leaks or spotting, use cotton-only liners. Change every few hours. Period. Underwear made with safe, breathable materials. Check certifications. Pads with no dyes, perfumes, or plastic film layers. And don't forget to sleep without underwear now and then. It's a simple way to let the skin reset overnight. 4. Don't ignore recurring irritation. It's not just dryness. Many women normalize discomfort. But if you're feeling frequent itching, burning, or changes in discharge, it's time to talk to your doctor. Don't self-diagnose with over-the-counter yeast treatments. They can make things worse. If used incorrectly, infections in this area are more common post-menopause because of the pH shift from approximately 4.5 to a more neutral range. That means even small imbalances can lead to symptoms. GINO-approved approach. Get regular pelvic exams even without a cycle. Request pH testing. If you notice changes, ask about topical or oral treatments tailored to menopausal skin and tissue. You're not too old to care. You're wise enough to know your body deserves expert care, not silence. Top 5. Talk openly with yourself and your providers. One of the healthiest hygiene habits after 60 is self-checking and self-advocating. Ask, how does this area feel today? Am I avoiding this topic out of discomfort, or is something truly off? Would I speak up if something didn't feel right? There's power in knowing your own normal. So, here's the real takeaway. Hygiene after 60 isn't about being more clean, it's about being more in tune. More in tune with how your body protects itself. More in tune with how your skin, your microbiome, and your immune system respond to the smallest shifts. And more in tune with the quiet ways that smart, respectful habits build lasting vitality. You don't need harsh products. You don't need new fears. What you need and now have is awareness. You've seen how small, thoughtful changes can strengthen your natural defenses, reduce silent inflammation, protect intimate and vulnerable areas, and support your body in the stage it's in now, not the one it left behind. And here's what matters most. None of this replaces what you're already doing well. It enhances it. It upgrades it. It gives your daily rituals new intelligence and a new purpose. From your bath routine, to your clothing, to how you care for your mouth, hands, and intimate areas, you now have a hygiene system that honors the woman you are today. This is what real wellness looks like: quiet, consistent, and deeply aligned with who you are. If this video helped you feel more confident and equipped, be sure to leave a comment. Not just for us, but so YouTube keeps showing you videos that are made for your stage of life. And if you're curious about how your hormones are changing your skin and hair after 60, you'll love the next video in this series. Because the more you understand what's shifting inside, the more power you'll have to work with your body, not against it. See you there.